Hi, everyone. Welcome to AI and Journalism Com 230 for fall 2026. My name is Mike Reilley, your instructor. A little different semester here. Normally, we'd be doing this in person since this is a hybrid class and it's week one, class one. Normally, we'd be meeting in SEO 1200, kind of talking through the syllabus and getting some things set up. I happen to be traveling this fall semester, so we're going to do this over the pre-recorded videos for the first 2 weeks. And then we'll start meeting in person at the end of week three, Thursday of week three, we'll start meeting in person. Tuesday of week three, we'll meet on Zoom live. But other than that, we have pre-recorded classes the first 2 weeks of the semester. Please do watch all these videos. Very important that you watch them. Some of them are a little longer, 20, 25 minutes. Break them down into 10-minute or 8-minute increments, just so you're comfortable with them. So you're not, watching too much at once. And I go over all of the things to get started and set up in this class. So it's very important that you watch these. Otherwise, you're going to be lost in the ensuing weeks. Our syllabus is up here on Canvas. It's got all of the basic information in it. We also have the modules, the weekly course modules over here, the week by week, and they're all labeled with all of the materials in them. And we'll also have the materials backed up on Google Drive. I'll give you a link in an email that came in, a few days ago to you. Has a link to all of our class materials in here and all of our folders. I back up all my classes on Google Drive, also on my hard drive on my computer and my backup external hard drive. Why does Mike have stuff on Google Drive? One, I do a lot of trainings for Google, for the Google News Initiative. I like working with Google tools. Google Drive is very helpful. It's something that you should learn how to do, how to share documents on Google Drive. Some of you have experience with it, some of you don't. So for some assignments, you'll start, you'll open up the syllabus and then click off, to the Google Drive, and the assignment will be there, and you can use it and download it there. For one of our week one assignments, you have to actually add links to your Medium and your Blue Sky accounts to a document. You can't do that in Canvas. It doesn't have shared document skill set and built into the software. The other reason like to use Google Drive is along with Canvas, which is a really good platform. It's a lot better than Blackboard. Another reason that we use Google Drive is the hack that occurred late in spring semester. Some of you may remember this. Canvas was hacked. Grades were hacked. Assignments, everything went down, and it was held for ransom, by some hackers. We don't want to put all your information at risk, so I keep your grades offline. And if you look in the modules here, you can actually download a little grade tracker. I send you your grades, not long after you've completed them. So your little grade um, breakdown will be a module down here at the very bottom. I haven't added it yet, but it'll be right down here. It'll be grade tracker, and you can download it. I'll probably email it to you too, just so you can update your grades as you go, as you get them throughout the semester, so they're not sitting in this one place here where they can be hacked. So you get feedback, weekly on your assignments very quickly. You can record those in the little grade tracker sheet, and then you'll know exactly how you're doing throughout the semester. In the interest of week one, we're going to talk about all the materials and what you need to have done in the first week. I'm going to jump into my Google Drive folder here. You can also open it up in your modules, and you'll be able to see our week one schedule, which is at the very bottom of the folder here. I think it's around the midway mark in your Canvas module. So it's in both places. Covered the introduction already. I'm going to give you a tour of Canvas and the rest of our Google Drive now, where to find everything. Each week has all the materials in the folders or modules. Has the schedule, the lecture decks, and any assignments, or sometimes there's an image or a chart or something that I want to show you. that are in there as well. We pretty much use everything in each folder. There might be something like this AI Venn charts worth looking at, but it's nothing that you're going to be tested on. Most of our work in this class will be hands-on exercises, which is really nice. So those are the weekly folders. The schedules are in there. The schedule also appears at the bottom of your syllabus. Your course syllabus has all of the breakdown of the grading and everything, which I'm going to go over in a minute. And at the very bottom, it has a weekly schedule, week to week. Each class period is broken down. So you can see, class 1, August 25th. Class is pre-recorded. You'll have your video right here when I get this done. You'll be able to click on it and watch it. It has links to everything there, including the homework. The weekly schedules that are in the folder are, just a more detailed version of those. It's kind of an outline for me to, cover everything in class. So that's the tour of the Canvas and the Google Drive, where to find everything. Our materials can be linked off of the syllabus. They're all right here. The syllabus sits right up here. It's a hybrid class. We meet at 12:30 to 1:45 in SEO 1200 or on Zoom. Once we get through these first 3 weeks, most of our classes will be in person on Tuesdays in Science and Engineering offices, 12th floor, room 1200. It's a nice Mac lab. And we'll meet on Zoom on Thursdays. So they're available electronically on Google Drive or on our Canvas platform. I always want to call it Canva, which I use Canva quite a bit, but it's Canvas. Course prerequisites, English 160 and 161. If you haven't had those, you can't be in the class, got to drop it, take them, then come back and take any of my 200 level courses. My best way to reach me, the best way to reach me, I should say, is by email, mikereilley1@gmail.com. I also have a UIC email, but the Gmail is the easiest way to reach me because the alerts pop up on my phone and I'll get back to you right away. I've got a Blue Sky social accounts. Blue Sky is very similar to Twitter. You'll share a lot of your homework on there as we work throughout the semester on various projects. Your midterm project, final project we posted there. You also need to follow our Redline Project Blue Sky account. The Redline Project is a website. This is it, redlineproject.news. Students in this class will publish there. A lot of your work gets published there. Your midterm projects, your final projects. This is one that Gabe Palos did in the spring class. He created everything on here. Used AI on some of the images, on the little illustrations, creates these little summaries using AI. You'll learn how to do all this, how to write a disclosure to explain to the readers how you're using AI. He still went out and did interviews and did the reporting, but he used his story to convert it into video, podcast, graphics. You can make infographics out of your written stories using AI. All kinds of fabulous things you can do with these tools. So, you will publish stories to the Redline Project throughout the semester. Some of your weekly projects show up here, but definitely your midterm papers and final projects you want to have up here. This website's called the Journalist Toolbox, journalisttoolbox.ai, journalists plural. It's linked off your syllabus. It's a good resource for you. You can look up all kinds of different tools in here. We'll talk about editing tools a little later this semester. There's links to the tools in here. Most of them are free, or at least have free startup, 2-week free trial type offers. You can click on the link and read a little synopsis of what the tool is here. Click on the link, go in and start using the tool. I've got close to 150 training videos on the site. It's also on a YouTube channel I'll show you in a minute. These training videos run about 5 to 15 minutes long, so you can get up to speed on a tool very quickly. It's just a really helpful resource site, especially for this class, because we do focus on AI with this website. I've started publishing this website 30 years ago, but I've modified it over the years. And back in 2022, it became an AI website where it focuses on AI tools now, AI agents, which we'll talk about in this class. All kinds of different tools, prompt writing, investigative reporting tools. We'll work with a lot of different stuff in your video, image, and audio creation. We'll do all 3 of these throughout the semester. Over here on the right-hand side, you have a link to a newsletter, which is required to follow in this class, and also training videos as well. The newsletter comes out every other Tuesday. It's on Substack. Comes out around 8 a.m. Focuses on a different task. This is on summarizing public meetings. So you'll subscribe to this. It is required that you subscribe to it for free. There is a paid version of this, but just subscribe to the free one. It's about a 5 to 10 minute read. So that's a Substack journalist toolbox, substack.com. It's linked off your syllabus, linked off of the website as well. This is the YouTube channel. I publish, around 8 to 10 new videos a year on here. Again, they're very short. You can get up to speed on using a different AI tool throughout the semester. Sometimes we use them in this class as well. So, it's worth looking into some of those videos. If you're killing time between classes or something, it's a really good thing to go and pick up a new skill. And you can do that very quickly with those training videos. Back to the syllabus, I just wanted to make sure we have everything covered here. Follow me on Blue Sky Social. We post all of our hands-on projects to the UIC Digital hashtag. You'll publish your stories and your multimedia to medium.com accounts, which you'll learn to set up in week 1. This is our Zoom link for our Zoom online meetings starting in week 3. It's the password and a link to the Zoom channel. My office hours, my office is on the 3rd floor of BSB, but I'm rarely there. Zoom is a good option to reach me, or sometimes just catch me after class. That's what most students do. Check your email regularly. I'm not a huge email person, but sometimes things change. I'm moving the class online because of weather, or I'm sick or something, and I have to move the class online. So just make sure that you're checking your email, or if there's an announcement of some kind. Course descriptions here. Basically, we're going to experiment with the AI a lot this semester. It's a little different than many of your classes where they're banning it or putting down a lot of restrictions. We have a lot more fluidity with our AI policy in this class. So you get to experiment a little bit more. Our one golden rule is we don't use Grok because Grok is a mess. And we don't use AI to write our stories. We can use it to edit it. We can use it to research, to build multimedia. All kinds of really cool stuff we can do with it, but we don't use it to write. And that's detailed both in the course description, the course objectives, and in the course rules, a little lower on the syllabus here. Required textbooks. I don't have any. It's a lot of free newsletters. The Journalist Toolbox site. If it's optional, some students like to use Midjourney for their image creation. You don't have to. They're free tools. But some students will do it at $10 a month. It's $20 a month subscription to it, but students, can split it at $10. If you want to use it, great. If not, I'm going to show you plenty of other good ones: Adobe Firefly, Dolly, and all these other tools. You can do it right in Google Gemini, right in ChatGPT, all these tools. So, reading is very light. Most of it's online articles, so you're not buying a bunch of textbooks for this class. Go over all that. Go over your grade tracker sheet, which is at the bottom of our Canvas modules. If you go in there, you'll be able to find it. It's right underneath week 15. The grade tracker allows you to go in and document your grades in the grading breakdown and you can see how you're progressing in class. I do that because I don't put your grades up in the Canvas tracker for fear of them being hacked. You can also go into our Google Drive and work off the files in there if you prefer. The Google Drive is right here. Again, it's linked out of your Shared With Me folder over here. You'll be able to find it. I also email it to you, so just bookmark it. It's linked off the syllabus several times as well. I've got some basic readings here that we'll be covering throughout the semester, just for background. My rules, very simple: be on time to class, show up to class. If you're sick or can't make it to class for some reason, do let me know in advance. Deadlines, I enforce deadlines. You can't turn in anything late unless I grant you an extension. You must request the extensions 24 hours in advance of that assignment deadline. As journalists, we follow deadlines, period. So if you're not used to getting stuff in on time, you'll need to make an adjustment and get them in. on time. If you do have an accommodation like an LOA letter or something, and do need more time, you need to let me know in advance. You can't just turn it in late and say, oh, well, I've got an LOA letter. You need to let me know in advance. If you're sick, don't come to class, but do notify me before class, and it'll be an excused absence. Again, don't abuse this policy, but it is for extreme circumstances. I do take attendance at each in-person class and Zoom class. You can use your smartphones and mobile devices during class, but only for class business. If you're, making calls or texting or something, just step out of the room. I'm fine with that if you're needing to call somebody for a ride or something like that. You can download our assignments from our Google Drive and as well as our Canvas. I don't care; they're the same in both places. We follow the policies and ethical guidelines on the Redline project. So click on this link here on our syllabus, and it will take you to the Redline Project website to our principles and policies page. I want you to read this very closely in the first week. The part you want you to read the whole page. It's got all of our policies for publishing, fairness, data and transparency, diversity guidelines, all kinds of different tips and tricks, kind of our process of how we produce multimedia. But the one area I want you to focus on the most is this one right here on artificial intelligence. It's 2 paragraphs. It explains to readers how we do and do not use AI on our website. If you want to look at any student projects to see how they did the disclosures, just click on AI storytelling. This is a vertical for our website where our AI projects are stored. You can go in and look at them. This is a really good one that Arturo and Satali did last spring. And you can see their AI disclosures right here, and you'll model your disclosures the same way. We cover that throughout the semester. So that's the Redline project. And make sure you read those principles and policies. I cover our harassment policy, accommodation. If you have any religious holidays that fall during the fall semester, let me know in week 1 so I can schedule everything out for you. Same with students needing accommodation. If you need accommodations, send me your LOA letter by Friday of week 1. Try to get it to me by noon then. Here's your grading breakdown. This is what will be on your grade tracker. A third of the class is basically in-class exercises and take-home assignments. 20% is a midterm paper we'll introduce in week 3. And then 5% of your grade is the midterm paper production and multimedia post on Medium. So once you turn in your midterm paper, I'll edit it, give it back to you, and then you'll start doing some production work with it in Medium, and also use some multimedia tools to turn it into video and audio, all kinds of really cool stuff. Your final project's worth 30%. And then you'll do an in-class presentation. I'll talk about that in our second part of week 1 video. You'll come in and do a presentation on an AI tool. Very informal, lasts about 5 minutes. Students have done some really cool ones in the past. I usually write a little newsletter about it too, and share some of the tools you guys show us. 10% of the grade is participation, attendance, attitude. We have had poor attendance in this class in the past. It has cost people dearly on their final project, participation grade, and even the midterm paper. Some people didn't turn them in. They wound up taking CD and F level grades. Don't do that to yourself. Show up to class, do the work. The grade sheet, will be on Canvas. I'm updating here as we go. In week 3, or may have it up there even before that. Grading scale and justification. What is an A, B, C, and D grade? What's missing? The grading scale is the standard university scale, percentage-wise. Turning in work. If you're emailing me any homework, like your paper or something, you have to send it to me as a Google Doc that's editable. I don't want a Microsoft OneDrive link or a Word doc or a Google Doc or PDF that I can't edit. It has to be editable. And again, the attendance and deadlines, I've covered that earlier, but it's is all highlighted here. Academic integrity, basically, if you're fabricating information, I did catch a student fabricating in this class last spring, failed her, or if you're using AI to write your stories. You can use it in a lot of different ways in this class, but just don't use it to write. That generative AI policy is highlighted right here in our syllabus. So I covered in great detail. I spent a lot of time building this policy. And like I say, it's one of the more liberal policies you'll find here at the university, where you really get to roll up your sleeves and experiment with it. We do follow those guidelines on the Red Line Project for our principles and policies page, so make sure you've read that thoroughly. No grok, I mentioned here. Anything, academic misconduct, I just send you over to the dean of students. Failure for the class, so make sure you attribute your information. We've been pretty good about that, with that one exception last spring. Our course schedule's down at the bottom of the syllabus. You can see it breaks down each class meeting in great detail of what we're covering, links to the various tools or assignments, things like that. And it has a little checklist of what we need to do for homework for that class period. So the syllabus is very thorough. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Make sure you do read it very, very, very closely. That's our binding contract for the work you'll do in this class this semester. So if you're meeting those standards, you're going to do really, really well. I've shown you Journalist Toolbox and the Red Line Project. I want to talk a little bit now about setting up an account on Medium and Blue Sky. Also, I've got some other AI tools here, Perplexity and ChatGPT. At the time I'm recording this, we're at ChatGPT 5.5. We might have a new one by then, we have upgraded. But do set up those free accounts on all four of these, because we're going to be using them throughout the semester. Perplexity is a wonderful tool for research. Elicit, there's some other ones on the market as well. And I also have a link here too to a handout, or to a page where you can set up Google Gemini Pro account for free. I have to pay $20 a month for Google Gemini Pro. You guys get it for free as a student account. So you can click here, open it up. Just make sure you've done this by week 2. And you have to sign up with your UIC email and you'll get access to it. The really nice thing about that is you can use Nano Banana, Veo for video. It's a really good video tool. And for graphics, it's a tool that they call Canvas, which is the same name as our class platform as well. So people love to name things Canvas. So you want to set up that account. Make sure you follow me on Blue Sky once you get it set up. And there's also a whole list of free accounts here for large language model tools that are free accounts you can set up. I'll open it up right now and just show you real quick. ChatGPT 5.2 in here. I got to update this 5.5. We've updated quite a bit throughout the spring semester. And then Claude, Perplexity, some of these others. Microsoft Copilot. If you can access the free version of it, that's great. If not, it's optional. But there's a few other accounts here as well that you'll want to use. Sora's no more. OpenAI put that to bed. Notebook LM, Midjourney is optional for images. Some students like to use it. You can split it with another account. It's $10 a month, but you don't need it for this class. But some students really like it and want to use it. That's fine. So make sure you set up all those accounts. Medium and Blue Sky actually have an assignment sheet in your week 1 folder. It's this assignment: setting up your Medium account and posting. So by Friday of the first week, so that's the 28th of August for this fall 2026 class, you're going to want to watch this little video here at the top of the assignment sheet. And it's got a step-by-step too. It walks you through how to set up your Medium account. Medium is similar to WordPress and other content management systems. Started by Evan Williams and a couple other investors. Evan was one of the founders of Twitter. And it's a really great tool for writing web posts. It's very simple. You just go and type in your title here. You can start typing your story here. So headline here, and my story goes here. And then I can add multimedia by hitting a plus sign, upload a photo, embed video like a YouTube video, and click here and embed the video, hit return, and the video will embed. I've got a training video at the top of that assignment sheet that walks you through all of that. And we give you a practice story down at the bottom of this assignment sheet. It starts right here, and it takes you down, cut photo, cut line, story, couple videos you'll embed. The video of the governor is Governor Quinn. It's an old story. Is in there. It's also in your folder. This photo, you can download it by hitting the download button right here in the Google Drive folder. It's also up on your uh, Canvas account too. So you can download it to the week one module, wherever you want to download it from. I don't care. I put it in both places because some prefer the drive over Canvas. I certainly do. You'll post this story, and you'll have it done. And again, the video up here at the top walks you through all the steps. So watch this video that's right at the top. The step-by-steps are down here, just kind of walks you through how to set it up. One thing with Medium, when you're setting up the account, try to start out with just your name. And if it doesn't give you your name, like mine is Mike Reilley 1, because it wouldn't give me just my name. But start out with just your name, same with your Blue Sky account. And the other thing with Medium is it's kind of tricky. When you set up the account, it will send you an email to confirm. And you won't be able to post here until you have confirmed your email address. Like this publish button will be blurred out. You won't be able to even publish a story. Make sure you've done that. Again, the training video walks you through that. Your Blue Sky account is very similar to Twitter. Blue Sky was again founded by a former Twitter founder. Really good little site here. Very similar to Twitter, only it's not not as much vitriol on it. People are a little more civil here than they are on Twitter. I moved all my classes off of Twitter a couple semesters ago. And when you set up your account, put your photo here, your name, which is, you can do this under edit profile, name where the display name goes, and then your a couple sentence description. I'm a senior studying communication at UIC, whatever. And then once you have the account set up, you make sure you're following me. My Blue Sky account's linked off of your handout, your syllabus too, as well as the weekly schedule. Make sure you're following me. I have a starter pack down here too, people you can follow. These are smart journalists. And we'll have you guys follow each other as well, because we'll have you leave your name, Medium, and Blue Sky accounts on this Google Doc. We can't do this in Canvas because Canvas doesn't allow you to type on documents. So you have to go into this Google Drive Google Doc that's listed right here. It's linked off of several places. It's linked off your assignment sheet. It tells you where to do it right here. This is the link to the document. And then also it's available on your weekly schedule and the syllabus as well. So it says, just add to this list by Friday, August 28th at 9 a.m. So you want to set up Medium and Blue Sky and post that practice story to Medium, share it over Blue Sky. And when you share to Blue Sky, it's just like Twitter. You do the description, the link, and then the hashtag, the UIC digital hashtag goes last. And I'll show you how those look. Some of my students did them this past semester, did a great job with them. This is Cassidy Peterson. She's got her description up here of her story, her link to her Medium post here, and then the UIC digital hashtag at the end. And then when you click through, you can see her Medium post. There's her headline, the byline on the story in Medium, and then the story itself. She hot links off to background information, some photos she's got here. This was for a digital journalism class. You guys will be doing, some more advanced multimedia. She's got audio and all kinds of stuff here. Really good story. Did a really nice job with this project. So that's basically our week one, class one breakdown. So get started on that Medium account in Blue Sky account, and get everything organized. Follow some newsletters that I'm asking you to follow in here. I've got a list of all kinds of things. The homework's always listed at the end of each schedule, both on the syllabus and in the weekly folders. Read those principles on the Redline project page and sign up for all those accounts. That's really our week one. We'll have another video here under August 27th, Thursday. And then I'll give you a little preview of week two in our second video. Thanks for listening. Again, these videos are long. Break them down into little 10-minute segments. You'll be fine.